Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to share our new digital prints. Now there is quite a bit, so it's going to take me a minute to go through all of them, but the first ones are inverted viewfinders. Now when you buy the 2-inch ones, you're going to get 2 files, and that's because when Josh and I were going through the process of doing it, I didn't have a printer. My printer broke. So when I told him I wanted an outline, he thought I meant I wanted an outline so that it would make it easier to punch, right? So when you put it inside like this, as long as you don't see any black lines, then you know your viewfinder's in the center and you punch, okay? So this is awesome too, because then you can color this whatever color you want. You can ink the edges. And I was like, no, what I meant was I want the black outline to be around it. So he redid them. And then now when you punch, you get a black outline all the way around. And since those were done already, I told them to just leave the 2. So if you buy Cozy Cafe, you get one with an outline. You get one that when you punch it in, you get no outline so that you can ink it whatever color you want. So 2 for 1. So it comes in all our colors. It comes in our color families. So the Cozy Cafe, the rainbow, summer carnival, pastels, pastel paradise, I think it's called. Yes, pastel paradise, and apples and oranges. But then it comes in all our colors too. And why they're called inverted is because normally the whole viewfinder was colored, but now it's only the inside and the rest is white. So that's where the inverted part is. And then in each viewfinder, we have all 4 tones of our colors, which I absolutely love. So, these will be great for your foundation, tucking it in, and these will be great to put on display. You know what I mean? You can still use them as foundation, but I think they're going to make a nice finisher too. So then you have the blue, like I said, the apple and oranges, the pastel paradise, seasoned spices, Cozy Cafe. Love Cozy Cafe. It's probably my favorite. More yellow. Then we have dark gray, and we have purple. Now for this, we've added a new color, which is just black, because the original viewfinders, they were black and white like this, the toy kind of thing. So we thought that would be great. And then we have our pink. And by the way, we came out with a new color. It's called Rose. It's going to take a bit before that all of our stuff, we can go back and do like the 100 products in the rose. And I think the way we're going to do it with our 3 new colors, which is more yellow and rose. Oh, and then the mint, we're also going to probably eventually do some bundles with. But for now, the mint is exclusive to Patreon. But I'm going to get him to put them in bundles and just kind of leave them there for now. And then those will be available, the rose and the more yellow. So we got our brown. Then we have our orange. Then peach. This is turquoise. And this is the mint that I was saying that it's exclusive to Patreon. And then we have the green. And then we have the bright orange. Then we have the yellow. Then we have the red. And for some reason, I printed 2 or 3 of the red, but that's fine. So I just wanted to show that they are in the exact same place as all our previous files, I guess. So the exact same size. It's just that one of them, he made it so that the border, the black border, is sort of on the outside of that 2-inch. And then the other one, let me see, I didn't print a lot of the other one because I've been printing like nobody's business since I got my new printer. The other ones, the one that were called outline, the outline is on the inside. So when you punch your 2-inch, it's on the inside. Okay. So I just wanted to show that. I don't know if that was close enough to see. Let me line it up and I can bring it up so you can see. So the viewfinders are in the exact same space. So we didn't change the format of our viewfinders or the page at all. It's just that one will punch on the outside and then the other one will punch on the inside. So you can see the black outline there. With my bloody hand, it's really hard to get anything, to do anything. My hand, I can't line anything up. I can't line anything straight, and I can't, you know, do anything with that hand. But this one, you won't see any black. It'll just punch the white like this, and then you can color it. You can ink it whatever color you want. Okay, so that's the 2-inch inverted, and it comes single file and also in bundles. And because I couldn't print anything, and then by the time I was able to print, I noticed this, and then we had to add. I did send the file to everyone that purchased it. I resent the file, so you'll have both. Okay, so that's one thing. So because of that, we're going to extend our sale for another week, just because of you know, because I had to resend the files to you. I mean, you get extra products, so that's good. Like, you get double the files, because maybe sometimes you wouldn't want the black outline, and you can do it the, you know, whatever color you want. And then the next product is still the inverted files, but it is the 1.5, the 1 1/4, and the 1-inch, and we put them all on one sheet instead of, you know, our previous. It was, you had a whole sheet of 1.5, a whole sheet of 1-inch. The 1 1/4 didn't even exist, I guess, in the old ones. But this time we decided to put everything on one sheet so that it'd be more efficient. And again, you get the border. Now, again, if you ordered before we took them off, you would have received this one. And this one, instead of just being white, you just had a little border. Okay. So it was just sometimes. So we just took that one off. It wasn't worth it to leave it, because you did get some of the black. But everyone that ordered this, you'll get the new files. I'll send you the new files. I can do that. No problem at all. But again, that's why we're leaving the sale on at an extra 20%. So it's 70% off, just to kind of make up because of, you know, the goofing of some of these files. And it just goes to show that quality control really works. And I usually print everything and make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to. And, you know, it wasn't that it was wrong. It was just that he misunderstood what I wanted. That's all. So he fixed it. So you get that. And then you have the 1 1/4. And then, you know, the people that got, oops, I hit the cord. I had to plug my phone in. The people that got the original file, you know, you can still ink those edges if you want, because it's only a little bit. You only see a little bit of the black, But this one here, we're just going to leave just the black ones, like with the black outline. There you go. So that's the smaller inverted. So that's the next one. So again, we have it in all our colors. I'll just quickly go through. And I have to tell you, I had to buy a new printer. And it was a pain to get it here. I had to order it twice. The first time I ordered it from Amazon, and then it showed up as undeliverable, so I had to get my money back. And then I went on Best Buy and I got one. And then there was a storm, so it was delayed by 4 days. Like it was just, this is dark gray and light gray. So it was quite the adventure to get that printer here. I did get a photo printer. It's an Epson EcoTank. I wanted to get the EcoTank this time. And it's the 8500. The only thing that I'm a little sad is that it only prints up to A4 size, so I can't do big pictures. Like my old printer could print 13 by 19, but I have to say, I never did much bigger than, I did bigger than 8.5 by 11, but there was none in stock. So, and printers are a hot commodity right now to try to get one. And I guess in 2022, it's going to be even harder. So I wanted to make sure I got a printer. My poor Canon Pro 100 bit the dust. My husband's still going to try and fix it. The printer head is not even moving anymore. So here's the pink, yellow. Here's the black and white, what I call the original Viewfinder, and then the blue, and of course the red, and this is the more yellow and the bright orange and the brown and the gray. I think I printed more of some colors because again, when you get a new printer, the key is play with it. Or if you haven't used your printer a lot, the key is to play with it and try different things. I tried different, medium, even though this was like presentation paper, I tried it on plain paper and then presentation paper and then photo paper, and you get different results with it. So make sure that you play with it. I might do a video of my Epson and how I bring the files into it in case you have an Epson photo printer. It might help. Here's the mint. And of course, I can't do for all the printers because I only know how the ones that I have work. So I did one for the Canon Pro, and now I'll try to do one for the Epson 8500. And it's a photo printer, and it prints really nice photos. I printed all my, I'm going to start working on my project of the books I read in 2021, and I printed all the book covers, and it was so easy. There's an app that goes on your computer, and you can choose different size of photos and different configuration. I can't wait to play with it even more. But anyway, that's a different subject. And then the large, mega, big viewfinders. Yes, they are amazing. So this is the Pastel Paradise and the Seasoned Spices. And that too, thankfully, I noted my printer came in and there was only a few orders because I hadn't announced it. There was only like 4 or 5. And there was like a huge quality issue with that. And I just about freaked out. And we turned them off right away. And then he fixed them. And the people that got the new files. I sent them all the new files and I, made up for it. So I gave them a couple of free ones too, freebies. And the same, with these, they got an extra file. So everybody's going to get an extra file. Okay, so this is seasoned spices, apples and oranges, cozy cafe, summer carnival, radiant rainbow. I was just so excited to release these, but now I know if my printer isn't working, like I said, quality control, right? Mint. Ah, love that color. Dark gray, red, and I can tell you different printers read or print different ways, because my old printer didn't print the red this way. So again, I'm playing with changing the paper and I'm getting different colors. So remember to do that. More yellow, brown, turquoise, light gray, peach, bright orange. I love these big ones. I love putting a photo and matting the photo. Pink, blue, orange, green, and the original Viewfinder black and white. One more thing. One thing that we didn't show, and it's a new product, and I didn't print too many of them because, again, my printer broke, but I did manage to print, one, so I could see the quality was where I wanted it to be. But these ornaments, so they come in all the Christmas colors, and they also come in the different sizes, so 1.5, 1 1/4, and 1 inch. So those are also available. And again, if you use Jan 2022, you get an extra 20% off. And here's our new color, the rose. And these 2 files are the free files that people got for joining the virtual crop on January 21st to 23rd. So these are the 2 freebies that they got. And the last thing is a new product that we're offering. And a lot of people are getting those button makers, right? So we started making files to do buttons or flares. So again, this is an outline so that when you punch it, it gives you a guide where, to place your circle in your punch. So you're not going to see the black line, but if you don't see any black, then you know that when you make your flare, then you know that your viewfinder or your element is going to be right in the center. So mine, what I have is this punch here, okay? Now, not in this video. I'm going to make a separate video on how to make flares using our files and the punch. And of course, the button maker. So for this week, there's a few available, but not too many, but it'll be under buttons. And we're going to make it so that, whenever we do an element, we're going to make it so that you can make flares with it. So for example, we're going to make some with butterflies, coffee cups, owls, cameras, whatever we did as a finisher, we're going to make it so that you can turn it into a flare. That was a lot of stuff. And that's it. I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.